you'll have to log in into the system. And once you log in into the system, you'll come to your SAP Easy Access. And today we're starting with your benefit administration that we have it here. So this is your benefit administration that we have it here, and we're going to see, all those benefit that we're going to, see, all those certain benefit that we have it here for you in your benefit administration. So I think this is something, it's like, which is already we have done it before. So I'm just coming into, exactly into the topic that we have it here. So this is your benefit plan and your benefit that we have it. Okay, your benefit is majorly which is there for the US and UK and your, certain other country like Australia. India also has your certain benefit, but in India, what they do, they include that benefit with the payroll. So they don't have any specific different sub module for the benefit. But in US, if you are working for the US, in that case, what they have a specifically sub module which is there for your benefit. So we're going to see, all those detail that, which is going to come in your benefit. The first thing that we have it here, which is your benefit plan. And so so here that we have it is, so we're going to see what is your benefit plan. So here you can see it is like, in your benefit plan, you have your category, you have a plan, and you have a, plan, this benefit type and your benefit plan. So before we come to your benefit plan, let's understand what is your benefit category first. So your category, it is like your, you have it here, which is your uh, health insurance, saving, and miscellaneous. So here we have it your benefit plan, then you have it your benefit type, benefit plan type, and then you have it your benefit category. So let's first understand what is benefit category. So here you can see your benefit category that we have it here, which is your health category, then you have an insurance category, you have a saving category, and you have a miscellaneous category, right? So all these category that we have it here. So majorly I'm going to talk about what is health category and what is saving category. Then you also have insurance and whatever some other category that you have it here. So these are your benefit category that we have it here. You can see it's like, your health, insurance, benefit, and miscellaneous. In fact, I also have one of the slide where we just have your benefit category. So here you can see these are the category type that we have it here. So you have a health category, you have an insurance category, you have a saving category. Saving, it is, when you actually doing some saving for your retirement, post, when you retire, so what kind of a benefit you'll be getting. And then you also have it your stock, option category. Now, certain company, they also provide certain stock option to their employees. So that is also one of the category that you have it here. Now, this is a credit benefit that we have it here. Credit benefit means when you are taking something, on credit from your organization, and so that is another credit, benefit that you have it. Maybe some kind of a loan or something which you're taking it. Then you also have a miscellaneous category where your company gives you some car facility or some various other category, and then you also have a flexible spending which is only applicable for the North America that we have it here. Now, what we're going to see further diversification into your plan category that we have it here. So here, if I come into your this detail, so here you can see your, now this is a category that we talked about it. All right. Now the next thing that we're going to talk about is your plan type. See, in your health, you will see your, like, you will see your medical plan, you will see your dental plan, right? So which is actually your this detail. So here, this is your category that you're seeing it, which is a health and saving. And under health, you will see your dental plan, and then you also have it your like medical plan. So these are the plan that you will see that into your health. Similarly, your saving also has a various plan. Now this detail, it is known as your plan type. So you can see this is your plan type that you have it here. So same way you can see in your insurance also you have a life insurance and you have a various other insurance also which comes, right, like your accidental insurance or various other insurance. Now this is your saving type that you can see here. This is a saving category, and under your category you can see the type that they have it here. And in this, that how you saving your money or whichever way. There is various government plan which every country they offer. So in this case it's like you can go and invest some part of your money into those account and you can save your certain detail which you want to do that. Like for example, in India they have it here as a PPF, right, which is the highest tax saving plan what they give it to you. So here in this case it's like, I think some around 8.5% interest, which you get it. And with the normal that you put it into your bank, which is a fixed deposit. Fixed deposit is also kind of a saving, but there you only get it as a 4.5% as a saving that you get it here. So these are the certain saving detail that you have it here. Now let's see the third type of a detail, which is your plan. See, under your medical, you will have a different plan, right? Like medical one plan, then your medical two plan, right? In some medical plan, where what they're going to do, they're going to offer it only to you, and where you can only just get the medical benefit only for yourself. And in some medical plan, what the organization does it, they cover you as well as they also cover your family member. And and yes, for those where they're covering for family member, they charge you some extra amount on that. So that is what the your plan benefit plan that we have it here. So I hope it is clear, Ashu, this what is benefit plan, what is your plan type and the category,
Right.
right? Like, let's go ahead further and see what are other detail that we have it here. Then we also have it here into your, so here also you can see it's like, they have a various different plan type. You can see your long term saving that they have it here, and this is a plan type C, which is, you can see your saving plan. Then here you can see your, the company is giving certain card detail to the employee, and this is a plan type E, you can see, which they have it here, which is a miscellaneous plan, right?
Right.
Similarly, you can also see your health plan, which is your this one. You can see the dental plan the company is given to you. Then there's a certain stock purchase plan, what they have it here, and you can see whatever the short abbreviation. It's like, whatever they want to put, they can go ahead and put into your this abbreviation. They have it here. Now let's see the further detail that we have it here. Now this is your benefit info type. Let's see which all benefit info type that we have it here in your benefit. And this is your benefit info type, and we're going to see what all info type which is going to come into your benefit. So here we have it your this detail, and we're going to see all your this benefit info type that we have it here. So this one you can see, these are your info type, just like your personal administration. We have it your certain info type, right? Where you have it your 000, which is your action, and then you also have it your 0001, which is your organization assignment. Same way, you also have it your benefit info type. And in this benefit info type, you can see, all these detail that we have it here. Now, here you can see it's like, you can create your benefit data into your 171. Now, this is something which is important because after your all your configuration which is done for your benefit, and this one you're going to create your benefit data for the employee, right? So first detail, it's like, you will create either your health plan, insurance plan, or saving plan, whatever the plan employee has opted for. So in this info type, it's like, you're going to maintain, like for example, you can see it's like, 167, it is for your health plan. Then you can see your 168, which is for your insurance plan. Same way you can see 169, which is for your saving plan. So all these plan you can see which is mentioned here. And once you do that for your enrollment, you'll have to use that your general benefit data, which is a 171. So once we are done with your entire configuration, and let's suppose if you have opted for your saving plan, so we're going to maintain your saving plan. The moment you save your saving plan, automatically your this info type is going to come, which is your general benefit data that we have it here. So these are the few of the important benefit info type that we have it here, which you will be required to maintain into the US payroll that we have it here. So let me also bring this into your um, Excel sheet. So these info types are actually important. So these are the some info type that we have it here, which is for your benefit, which is required. And let's see some further detail. Now, this is your certain benefit feature that we have it here. Now, each of your module, they have their own feature. And similarly, your benefit also has its your own feature. Now, all features so far, you have seen, you can come here and maintain that into your PE03. And then if you put your feature and then you can execute it, you can maintain all your feature that you have it here. Now the advantage of certain feature it is that you don't have to manually create those record. Automatically those record you will see that into the system. When you're maintaining your data, it will automatically display into the system that we have it here. So these are the some of the feature that we have it here, where you can see this is for your eligibility, where they have it here as a ELIGR. Then here also you can see this is for your program and this is for your cost. If you're maintaining for your cost and if you want automatic the cost to display. So these are the feature that you have it here. And this is for your, this simple benefit area that you can see, which is for your BAREA. So this is your benefit area. So the first thing it's like, your configuration that you're going to do into your benefit is to create your benefit area, and then based on your benefit area you're going to create your all your configuration for your benefit that we have it here. Now let's see another benefit that we have it here. So here this is your benefit prerequisite plan. Now in your benefit we also have it your certain prerequisite plan. So what is your prerequisite plan? Let's suppose you have a certain benefit, and in this case, there is a two benefit plan that they have it here, and the this Mediclaim in your organization. All right, in the Mediclaim, so they have a two plan, which is a plan one and plan two. So in this plan two, where you have it for your family, and in this one they have it here just only for yourself, for the employee. And let's suppose they also have a plan which is for the dental. All right, and this dental plan they have it here. Now the conditions to offer the dental plan that they have it here, if you want to offer the dental plan, you will have to go ahead with the Mediclaim 2 policy. Otherwise you cannot offer the dental plan. All right, so this is one of the prerequisite which is there into your company. Okay, so this
Okay.
is it's a kind of you are giving a certain prerequisite that where you have to mention your certain prerequisite into your organization. And in this case it's like you are maintaining all your this prerequisite and those detail that they have it here. So it is kind of it's like that before you offer your any particular plan, you have to, if there is prerequisite, you have to go and offer that plan, then only you will be eligible for your prerequisite that you have it here. Then there is also your core requisite. So here you can see it's like before they offer the plan B, they have to enroll for plan A, then only they will be able to enroll into plan B. They have it here. So you can see here this prerequisite plan B enroll in 1 day before validity begin date of a plan A. They have it here. Now this is also there into your configuration. When we're going to start with your configuration for your benefit, then I'll show you how we can configure your prerequisite that we have it here. Similarly, they also have a core requisite. In this case, it's like simultaneously you can have a two different plan that we have it here. So here we have it your core requisite plan. Now, in this case, you can opt for the plan A also and plan B also. Both plan you can opt for it. So here you can have it here as a medic claim one also, and in this case also you can have a dental plan also. So this is a co-requisite. They have it. So both the plan you can have it together. So this is what your co-requisite plan that they have it here. So you can see here co-requisite plan B enroll or in or selected at the begin date of the validity period of a plan A, they have it here. Then after your core requisite, then this is a benefit tool set. So this is your tool set that we have it here. And let's see what is a tool set, what we mean by this. So tool set actually it means that we have your what all configuration that you're going to do into your benefits. So it's going, you can see that into your prerequisite tool set that we're going to have it here. This is tool set. So here we have it your tool set. So in your tool set, you can see all configuration, whatever it's like, the Mediclaim insurance, then you have it your miscellaneous plan, and then it's a certain stock option plan. All those plan configuration that you will do that here, all those report and everything you can check it out into your this section. So it's nothing, it's just a kind of a report. So here you can pull out all these information, who has opted for it, what is your benefit area, what is your plan feature, they have it here, what is a prerequisite, co-requisite, or any kind of a first programming, second programming, whatever it is there, it's like you can do that into the tool set, they have it here. And after this, so here you can see it's like certain benefit tool set, the screenshot that we have it here. Here you can see there's certain info system. Info system is nothing, it's just a report, and we have already done the report module, right? So
Right.
here you can see in your participation, they have all these your tool set, where you can just click on it and you can pull out all these, your configuration is fine or not. So here you can see all these details. They have a cost and distribution, and they have a statistics. And here you can see it's like they want to see how many people they have participated into this particular benefit, and this is a report which is showing into your this detail. So here you can see how many people have opted for the life insurance. So these are the people they have opted for the life insurance, how many people they have opted for the car, how many people they are dependent care they have opted for, how many people they have opted for mediclaim, and then fitness. So here you can see all these detail and section that we have it here. After this, you also have it your Cobra. Now, Cobra is, do you have any idea what is Cobra?
Yes, I have.
What is Cobra?
Cobra is an insurance, after you leave the company, so that Cobra will cover you the insurance for next 60 days.
Right. Cobra is actually your insurance that, once you are no longer with the company. So in that case, what happens? You can continue to utilize your insurance benefit after you are no longer with the company. But this does not happen, that whatever the time it's like, you want to utilize, you can utilize. There is a certain time period which is mentioned into your Cobra. Like for
Right,
example, if I come here, so here you can see into your this detail. So here you can see it is extended for your 11 month, right? So this
right,
plan, it is only extended for your 11 month that you have it here. So here, if you can see, all those people who have been terminated in the organization, so they can enjoy this a particular plan only for the 11 month. All those people who have a reduction in the work hour, they can also have the extension in the particular plan what they have it here. That is by the 11 month. But you can see if the employee dies, or if there is a divorce, or if there is a entitled to mediclaim, in that case, it is not being extended. So depends upon what kind of those facility the this Mediclaim insurance company it is offering, and based on that you will have to configure into your system that we have it here.
right.
All right, so let's. Do you have any question before we get down into the system and start doing the configuration?
No.
All right, so let's get down into the system and then start doing the configuration that we have it here. So I'm going to start with your SPRO. And here in SPRO, I hope you remember what is the full form of SPRO.
Mm. No.
Specific object, s- specific project related object.
Right.
That is a full form of SPRO. And so in your, which is also kind of a, some people they also refer it to the IMG. So whenever some people they refer it to the IMG, just understand actually they are talking about the SPRO. Now in
Okay.
SPRO, you will see your benefit configuration. So if we come here into your personal management, so into your personal management, we're going to see your benefits. So here you can see your benefit detail, which is coming into your this section that we have it here. So here you can see all your benefit detail and everything that we have it here. And in your basic setting, so I'm going to start with your basic setting that we have it here. So here, if I come into your this basic setting that we have it here, this is a basic setting, and in your basic setting, the first detail which is coming up here, which is a defined benefit area that we have it here. So this is your defined benefit area. So we're going to see, what all we can define it into your benefit area. So if you click into your this detail, now this is a unique, this uh, thing that you are actually assigning it here. Now your area is of a two character. So now, and we have taken your payroll as a AJ. So same thing. It's like, I'm going to define it here also. And since you're also falling into the US, so I'll take it here as a AJ, and this is for AJ benefit area. That's what your company name is also, right?
Right.
AJ company name. So here, this is your benefit area. We have it here, and this is a country which is for 10 is for the
10.
USA. Right. So I'm going to save your this detail. Once you save your this section, you also have your feature. Each of a configuration, it's like you're going to do into your benefit, you will see all your feature is going to come here. So if I click into your this feature, you will see, so here you can see your USA, which is coming up here, and here you can see your benefit area, which is your BAREA that we have it here. So this is your your feature that we have it here. And if you want to check it out, any of your feature, you can check it out into your PE03, and same similar thing, your screen is going to open up here. Now in your this detail, you can see your Molga, since we're doing it for US. So here you have it your US. And if we come into your US, here this is your personal area which is coming. And your personal area for US that we have it here. What is your personal area, Ashu?
4011.
4011. All right. So we're going to select it here as a 4011 that we have it here. We have done it, I think, 4011
4,
and 4012, right?
4012. Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to select your 4011 and 4012 that we have it here. And here I'm going to give your benefit area that we have done it here. So here I'm going to give it a return value, which is a AJ. So here I'm going to select your this detail, and I'm going to transfer you this AJ that we have it here. Now same thing I have to do it for your Columbus also. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy from here, and this is a copy, and I'm going to paste it into your this section that we have it here. So here I'm going to paste your this detail. Check for error if there is any error which is coming up here. And if there is no error, what you can do, you can save it, and you have to activate your this detail that we have it here. So majority of time, it's like, when people they actually come into your any of your feature, they forget to activate. And when they actually working on their some data and everything, so those default does not happen. So why it does not happen? Because people they
Yeah.
forget to activate
Right.
your feature they have it. So when I normally do a configuration, so I always ensure it that I activate your this all the whenever I come to any feature, before coming back, I always activate your feature that we have it here. So we are done with your benefit area that we have it here. And now what we going to do here, assign currency to your benefit area. So here we're going to assign currency to your benefit area that we have it here. And we're going to do that your assignment of your currency. So if I open up your this detail, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to select a new entry, and in your new entry, your benefit area that we have it here, we have just defined as an AJ, right?
AJ.
And you can Right. So here you can see your default date. It is already coming up here. So I'm okay with that. And then here it is asking for your currency. And since US has your USD detail that we have it here. So I'm going to come here and save your this section that we have it here. So this is your assigning your currency to the benefit area that we have it here. So here you can see your benefit area AJ. This is your entry that we have it here, and this is absolutely fine. So let's go ahead with the next one, and we're going to define your defined benefit providers. So here we're going to select your defined benefit provider, and let's see what is your defined benefit provider that we have it here. So here, if I click into your this section, so here what I am going to do, I'm going to define your benefit provider that we have it here. Now name one company in US, Ashu, that who provides certain all these benefit.
There is Aetna,
Sorry,
Aetna, AETNA.
AETNA,
Yeah.
Aetna.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'll take it here as a Aetna. This is insurance or this is hospital?
Insurance.
All right, so you have it your Aetna insurance, and then there are also various other company. You have it your Max Hospital, right?
Yeah.
I think then you also have it your New York insurance company. You know, they where they also provide all these, right? But what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue with the Aetna insurance that we have it here. So entire configuration, for your benefit, we're going to take up the Aetna insurance, and under Aetna only, they're going to provide various plan, which is going to whether it's a dental plan or it's a mediclaim, we're going to configure under Aetna only.
Okay.
So here, if I come into this new entry, and here in your new entry, we're going to give it here as your this detail. Now we have to see it's like, which is a entry number which is actually available. So if I come back here, you can see which is a number which is available. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All numbers are already taken. 20, 21. 20 to 23 is available. So I'm going to take it here as a 23. And here I'm going to give it here as a name, which is your Aetna insurance, which you wanted here, right? So this is your Aetna insurance. And here you can provide all your this number and everything. So here this is provided number. I'm going to take it as a provided number 1. Sponsor ID, you can take it any number that you have it here, but uh, here I'm going to take it here as a 12, and this is a vendor. Now this vendor you will have to define into your system that you have it here. Now these vendor you have it here, this is something which has to be done by the finance team. All right, so finance team will actually define all these vendor that they have it here. So I'm sure in this one we're not going to have any vendor because we have already created your certain detail into your because we copied from from a company code, right? And we made
Yeah.
a different company code. And what is a company code that we have it here? Let's see that. So if I come here, and the company code that we have taken here for you, that is 4010. So I'm going to see here 4010 if something is coming up here. I'm sure it's nothing will be. Acha, there is one. Oh wow. Okay, so here you can see 4920, which is already coming up here. How come this is coming? Have we defined this somewhere? I think we defined this into your garnishment, right?
Yeah.
It's taken up from here. So this is your vendor account that we have it. Let me also write it down because we will also be requiring that in coming session. So this is your 4920. This is your vendor account that we have it here. Now, in your vendor account, you can give your primary contact and other contact detail that they have it here. So here, I am not going to give anything except for this Aetna insurance only, this name. But if you want to put that here as a telephone number or secondary contact or additional contact that you have it here. But for me, it's like now just taken as a Aetna insurance that you have it here. I'm going to save your this detail, and this is your at 9 show. Okay, let's also do one thing here, Ashul. Let's Before we do that, let's also mention your ages so that we can identify this is what we have defined it here, which is a AJ, which is your company name, and then Aetna Insurance that we have it here. Now this is we have defined your insurance, and your insurance is your 23 number that we have taken up here. Let's just also write it here. Then come back into your this section. Now here it is asking set your current benefit area that we have it here. And the benefit area that we have taken for you, that is your AJ, right? So if you come and click into your this section, so it will ask you for your benefit area, which is your AJ that we have it here. That's it. You don't have to do anything else here. Now, what it is doing it here, it is just setting it, that entire your configuration going forward, you're going to do in your AJ benefit area. You can see that here you are currently working on the benefit area AJ that we have it here. Now let's go ahead further and do some your further configuration that we have it here. So here you can see your certain detail which is coming up here, like your define flexible benefit scheme attribute. Now here you can see in your bracket, it's like your this one, this entry, and this entry all has a flex which is mentioned. Flex means flexible. So this means that even if you do not maintain record into your flex one, it is fine. But anyhow, we're not going to skip this. We're going to maintain all your this, but this is flexible. So even if you do not maintain a record, it is fine with this system. But we're going to maintain your record. So we're going to come here and I'm going to show you how we can maintain your define flexible benefit scheme attribute that we have it here. So if I come into your this section and if I open up here into your this section, so let's see where is your payroll benefit area which is coming, which is our AJ. And here you can see this is your AJ which is coming up here, and it is already taken up here as a no flexible benefit that we have it here. Now this means that your employee and your employee contribution is chargeable. This is what actually it means, when you write it taking up here as a no flexible benefit mode, they have it here. In this case, since there is no flexibility which is available, in this case, employee and your employer, they will, whatever the benefit plan they go, employee is going to offer, it's going to be chargeable in this case. Then another detail you can see which is coming up here, which is a defined flexible benefit, neutrality, and pension cell parameter. So let's see what is there into your this detail. So if I open up here into your this section, you can see here this is your this detail. So AJ benefit area that we have it here. And if you have any of your those neutrality or your pension in this case, you can come and select it here. But I'm fine here. I'm not going to select any of your pension or neutrality that we have it here. Then your another detail which is coming up here, which is a defined processing rule for additional funding scheme under spending that we have it here. And in your this processing rule for your additional funding scheme that we have it here. So if we come here, you can see your benefit area that we have it here. And in this your benefit area, we going to see what detail that we have it here. So here you can see your start date and that we have it into your this section. So in your this section, it is coming up here as your start date and your access date, which is coming up here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it here as a start date, which is on your 1st of January. Let's take it from 2017, and end date from your 31st 12/9/99, and then excess of your additional spending which people will be doing that. I'm not going to give any additional excess amount which will be required. So whatever the amount which we will mention that into your benefit. So I think that's the only amount people will have to pay. So no excess amount in this case. Then here you have it, your defined processing rule for additional funding scheme overspending that we have it here. So in this case, if there is any overspending which is required, so again, I'm going to leave it blank only, but let's make an entry here in this case also. So if I select your benefit area, you can see the date and your end date, which is coming up here. And in this case, if there is any overspending, I'm not going to select any overspending. People will have to do that. I'm going to save your entry and would come back here. So once we are done with all your this detail, then we're going to come to your this plan attribute you can see here. So let's see, in your plan attribute, that we what is coming up here. You can see in your plan attribute, which is into your this section. In your plan attribute, you have it your defined benefit plan type, which is coming up here. So in this case, we're going to define your benefit plan type that we have it here. So let's see what benefit plan type it is coming into your this section. So if I come here and in my benefit plan type, I'm going to select a new entry and I'm going to make an entry here. So what plan type I'm going to take it here? I'm going to take it here as a 1,000, and here I'm going to take it here as a health plan. So here we have it your health plan, and your plan category so plan category, since we are taking up a health plan, so you have it your health plan detail that which we have it here. Now this your category that you can see here, this is a category detail that we have done it here, right? In your this section,
Right.
we talked about your health and saving that we have it here. This is a plan category. You can see this is coming up here. So this is all your plan category, and we talked about the health and saving, right? So this is what I'm going to do that for your health, and this is a plant type. So here I'm configuring the plant type. This is a plant type that we have it here. I'm configuring it. So in this plant type, I'm configuring your 1,000 health plan that I have it here, and I'm going to save it into your this section. So here I have saved it your this detail, and I have configured as a 1,000 health plan. Right, so this is your 1,000 health plan. We have done it here, and same thing. I'm going to come it here also, and benefit plan type we have done it your 1,000. Now, if you want to define any other plan type or something, which you can actually go ahead and do that. But for me, it is one plan type. It's okay here. Then you have it here as a defined flexible benefit miscellaneous plan type indicator. Again, this is coming up here as a flexible. So which means that even if you do not maintain anything into your this record, it is fine. It is flexible here. So again, if I come here and see that here, so here you can see all your entry which is coming up here. Like you can see your BS which is coming up here as a buy and sell. Then you have a car, company car, and you can see as a PE which is coming up here as a GP pension that you have it here. So similarly, it's like you can have it your some holiday class, uh, travel detail you can maintain into your this section, and you can maintain your some other detail also. But for me, this is fine here. I'm okay with the buy and sell company car and your pension detail, which is coming into your this section. Then here we have it your assign plan type attribute for flexible benefit, which is coming up here. So here we're going to see that your assign plan type attribute for your flexible benefit, which is coming into your this section. So if I come here and select your this detail, you can see by default it is already coming into your this section. And if I open up here and your this detail, we don't need to do any entry into your this section. So possibly if you want, you can actually do that here. And here also you can see there's no entry which is coming up, right? We cannot make any entry. So just save it and come back here. Then your next detail that we have it here, which is your defined benefit plan status. And in this case, we're going to define your benefit plan status that we have it here. Now, one of the detail is like, we you have it into your benefit. There is a lot of configuration in your benefit that you have it here. So, it is like, one after one, you will endless, configuration you will have to do. And especially all these requirement that you have it here, it's like, and when you're doing it for your client, you will have to sit down with your client and you will have to take all the requirement that you have it here. So now what we're going to do, we're going to see, define benefit plan status that we have it here. So if I click into your this section, and if I select it here as a new entry, so what kind of a status you can have it here? You can have it your status as your like closed, right? So then you can have it here, like, certain this health plan, whether it is closed or it is open or it is locked, right? So then you can have it here as a locked, then you also have it here as a open. So all these plan that you will see into your benefit that we have it here. So same thing I'm going to maintain into your this section also. So let's maintain here. I'm going to take it here as a plan status, the first one that we have it here, which is a close. So I'm going to take it here as a CL only, and the text here I'm going to maintain that here as a close that we have it here. Now, when a particular plan it is closed, then you cannot enroll into that plan, right? And it is also not active. So I'm not going to maintain anything into your this section. Then you have it here as a locked, and here I'm going to maintain that here as a LO, and this is your log detail. And even if a plan is locked, but is still active, right? So in that case, you might not be able to enroll into that, but the plan is still active that we have it here. And the another one that you have it here, which is open. So I'm going to maintain that here as a open OP, and here this is your open section. So when the plan is open, it is active, and you can also enroll into that section that we have it here. Now I'm going to save your this section. So here we have come here and save your this detail that we have it here. And once you are done with your this detail, so here then the next section that we're going to define, that is your define employee grouping. So let's see what all into your grouping which is coming up here. And here also you can see your define employee criteria group which is coming up here. So in your this detail, we're going to select it your, let's select your this option so that it gets easier for you. So under define employee grouping, you have a define employee criteria group. So here we come into your define employee criteria group, and this is a define parameter group that we have it here. So in your define parameter group, what we going to define it? We're going to define your uh, parameter group, and most likely to be what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it here as a standard parameter that I'm going to take it here. Standard standard parameter which is coming up here. So a standard parameter group that I have it here. And then I'm going to press enter and save your this record that we have it here. So here I've taken as a 1000 and standard parameter group. Now after your this detail, we're going to come here into your another section which is a defined salary group. So I'm going to come here and define your salary group that we have it here. So what we're going to define in your salary group, we're going to define what would be the minimum salary and maximum salary people going to have it, and in this case how much what is a how much is the amount they will be liable to pay in your this case that you have it here. So if come here into your salary group, so here you can see this is a standard parameter that we have it here, and in your standard parameter I'm going to define your salary group. Here I'm going to take it here as a salary group as a 1000, and in this case I'm going to do that here up to people who are earning let's say 10,000 $10,000. They have it here. So up to $10,000 is a dollar sign. Up to $10,000. In this case, how much they will be required to pay? The lowest value they'll be required to pay 1,000, and the maximum they will be required to pay. I'll take it here as a 2,000.
The
2,000
sign,
USD.
the sign, dollar sign is wrong.
Dollar sign is okay. That's anyway. It's a description. So
Okay.
where is the dollar sign? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so then we're going to have it here as I'm going to define it for another your parameter group. So now this will be people up to, so you can define any of your those section and your those detail which is going to come here. So I'm going to take it here as a up to 999, whatever the amount people they are running it here. So in this case, how much is a minimum that they will be required to pay, which is your 2001, and then here they will have to take it here as a 999. This is amount what they can pay here into your this section. So this is what the salary grouping that I have created. See, this is just a rough grouping which I have created that here. I'm sure different organization and different company, they have their own parameter groups. So you will have to take all these requirement from your organization, from your client, and then you'll have to maintain into your this section.
Right.
Right. Then you have it your another detail which is a defined age grouping. So to watch age grouping this will be applicable. So here we're going to define your age grouping that we have it here. So I'm going to select into your this section, and again I'm going to take it as 100 standard parameter that we have defined. I'm going to select a new entry, and same thing I'm going to do that here also. 1,000 and then description I'll take it here as a up to people with 39 years of age. So here with minimum age to 1 to maximum 39, and another entry I'll take it here as a 1001, and in this case here up to uh, 99 years of age, and then here I'm going to take it at the last one that we have taken up here as a 39. So here I'll take it here as a 40 to 99. So this is what the age grouping which I have given into your this section. Then after your this age grouping, then we have it your uh, another detail. Let's see that here. So here this is your seniority grouping. So seniority grouping means that people those who are senior in your companies, senior not in a in terms of a age, senior in terms of those people who have spent these many years into the organization. So that is the seniority what I mean by. All right, like a person might be young, a person might be just only 32 years of age, but he has given 7 years into the same organization that we have it here. And a person might be 40-year-old, but he has given only 2 years into the organization. So who's senior in this case? A person who is 32, who has given us 7 years of into the organization, right? So and
Right.
who's only 32-year-old. So that is what the seniority actually means here. So I'll click here into your seniority, and I'll select your standard parameter, your this detail. And here also I'm going to take up here as a 1,000, and let me write it here as a up to people having 5 years of experience. And here I'm going to mention that here into your this detail, and maximum value that we have it, a lowest value and maximum value. So in this case, people they will be required to pay less. All right, so this is what the advantage that you company is offering it to you, so that people they don't leave the company. Then this is your up to people, let's say that here as a 10 years, and in this case last one we have taken as a 61, right? So here I'll take it here as a 61 to, in this case the maximum amount people dollar they will be paying, which is a 240. Then let me maintain one another one, which is your this detail, and here it is up to um, 15 years, and in this 15 years we have it as a 241 to, I'll take it as a $999 in this case that they will pay into your this section. All right, so this is what the benefit people they will get here into your this section. So I'm going to come here and save your this detail, and then let's see what is another entry which is coming up here. So here we're going to see into your, okay, there's quite a lot of entry that we have it here into your this section. So okay, let's see into your this section. So here you can see your define cost grouping which is coming up here. So let me select your cost grouping, and I'm going to select your cost grouping that we have it here. And in this cost grouping, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select it, and I'm going to maintain your all these cost grouping that we have it here. So here I'm going to maintain your certain grouping that which is going to come here into your this section. So like your salary grouping, or your age grouping, or your certain other grouping that we have it here, and in this case define your cost grouping that you will see into your this section which is going to come here. So here I'll take it here as a, let's take it here as a 1,000. I'll take it here as a, in your this case as a parameter group, and then here I'll take it here as a 1001, and this here I'll take it here as a salary grouping. Then let's take it here as a 1002, and this one I'll take it here as a age grouping. And then the another one I'll take it here as a 1003, and this is going to be your seniority grouping. All right, so this is your grouping that I have done into your this system. So here I'm going to save your this detail that we have it here. And let me also just copy it here so that we know what all grouping that we have defined into the system. So I want to copy this and I'm going to put that here into my Excel sheet that we have it here. So once you are done with all these groupings, so you also have to define your all these detail. Now here you can see it's like, we are only just doing the basic setting for your detail that we have it. So we still have to do all these detail, and the next detail that we're going to start it, which is your health plan, insurance plan. I think this is from here we're going to start it from tomorrow. So any question, Ashu, you have it?
No.
All right. So from your this part of it, I'm going to start it tomorrow, and we're going to see that how we can define the credit grouping that we have it here.
Right.
Right. So if you don't have any question, I can close the session then.
Yeah.
Chalo. Okay then. So we'll meet
Okay.
tomorrow, same time then.
Right. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.